Okay, so I'm going to show you how to add a user in WordPress. So I'm on the dashboard, and on the left-hand side, hover on users and click add new. Now, the information that you need to add is pretty well self-explanatory. With a username, I create one process and stick to it. So if I add people with their email address, I do it with the email address everywhere. I do it with their full name or first name with initial. I choose one process and stick with it. So for me, I add the full name with, and just capitalize it so that I can easily distinguish from a list. And you will add the email address for the person and then their first name and last name. With the website, it's totally optional. So if you include it or don't include it, it makes no difference whatsoever. Now, if you click on the show password, you'll see that it's, quite mind-blowing. Don't change it, because you want your password to be very strong to avoid someone breaking into your website and causing malicious damage. So have the conversation with the person that you're adding. If they have the ability to change their password, ensure that it's strong. There are plugins that you can use that force a strong password that I would highly recommend. But certainly do not use, a password that's easy for a hacker to get into. And as long as you've got this send user notification, what WordPress will do is when you create the new account, they will email that person with the login details. And lastly, you need to decide upon the role that the person will have. So a subscriber is the most basic level of access to your WordPress site, and it's generally used, to update information, change your password, update an email address, things like that. Most common use is for e-commerce sites, when people who place their order are given a subscriber account so that they can go in and check their order history or, change details. The next level is a contributor, and a contributor can write blogs and edit their own blogs, but they cannot publish them. Then we have an author who has the ability to write and edit their blogs, but they can also publish, but only their own blogs. And then up from the author is the editor. They can write and edit blogs, but everyone's blogs. So an editor's task would be to go in and publish a contributor's blog. And finally, we have the administrator. Now, as an administrator role, you have access to everything on WordPress, so please use this with caution. Anyone who you're adding as an administrator, ensure that they know what they're doing in WordPress, because they can do some significant damage if they don't know the ins and outs of WordPress. There is one other role that is not listed, but if you have a multi-site, a WordPress multi-site, then you would also have a super admin role listed here, and that just means that they have administrator access to every site that's included on the network. So once you've chosen the role, you've got all the information above, just simply click add new user, and WordPress will send an email through to that new user with their login details.